Hey, welcome everyone to Wizards Pregame. We got Cardo W. Jr. joining us live from Capital One Arena. Wilson Tarpe Jr. and the Washington Wizards tonight. They host the Toronto Raptors. So y'all we know the Wizards are coming off back-to-back losses. Toronto, same thing. Um, the Raptors trying to advance in the Atlantic Division. They're currently third. They're 5 games back of Boston, 1.5 games back of the Knicks. Tonight's the third and final game in their season series. It's tied at one apiece. Injury report: Toronto's missing Colin Murray Boyles. Washington's without Trey Young, D'Angelo Russell, Alex Sarr, Anthony Davis, and Cam Whitmore. That being said, Cardell, what are your keys for tonight's game?
Can you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, so obviously gonna start with Brandon Ingram, all-star caliber play leader team is scoring 21.8 points per game, 47, 30, 82 splits. One of the best scorers in the league, man. But he's finally on the team where he doesn't have to carry the load by himself. He got other scores that I'm gonna get to in a few. It starts with him. He's the go-to guy. They gotta deal with him. He's also an adequate rebounder and facilitator, and he holds his own on defense, man. So he's a complete player, but his job is to put the ball in the basket. So the Wizards have to try to contain him. Next up, Scotty Barnes, who's more of a connector and an all-world defender, 1 through 5. They don't matter, and they don't matter the team. One of the best defenders in the league, elite playmaker, can score as well too. He's the most dangerous slasher to the basket, posting up in their transition, and gets to the free throw line. Next up, your R.J. Barrett, probably the second best scorer on the team behind Ingram. You got to deal with him. Three-level scorer, the mid-post, mid-range, three-point shooting, as well as finishing at the basket. Numbers a little bit down as far as three-point shooting this season, free-throw shooting, but regardless, he's still a threat. Next up is Daniel Quickly, local product, averaging 17.3 points per game. He's kind of a secondary ball handler. You got to account for him. He actually leads the team in assists at 5.9 assists a game, 4.3 rebounds. So, and you gotta and averaging 1.2 steals a game as well, man. So 38% from deep. So he's nasty in the pick and roll. You got to be able to contain him and try to disrupt him enough where he's just not killing you, making plays and scoring the ball. If the Wizards can find a way to do that, then they give themselves a good chance. But they're going up against a hungry young team that's eager to prove, has playoffs on their mind. So it's going to be a tough test for the Wizards tonight.
For sure. It's imperative. I know we're always talking about them, the importance of taking care of the ball. You just named, talking about Scotty Barnes is one of the many reasons. This is the team. You turn it over against Toronto, it's going to be a very long night. They're not going to let you get back into it. You talked about Emmanuel quickly, and the addition of BI means they definitively have a closer. And there's a reason, the series 1-1. But yeah, Toronto's it's that time of year. They're trying to make their playoff push. So we'll see how things go. We'll check in with you guys later this evening for Wizards Outlook. Don't forget the keys of the game. These are the folks to keep your eye on. You got Scotty Barnes and all the different ways that he affects the game in Scotty Barnes, especially on the defensive end. One of the things he's really been doing this year is shooting the ball pretty well. And then again, Brandon Ingram, been a godsend for Toronto, kind of not quite to the level of what Kawhi did for that Toronto team, but it gives them a guy late in games that can get to it. Again, for Washington, you better come out and compete, man. Toronto's trying to get into the postseason. So we will see you guys later this evening. Y'all have a great night. Enjoy the game, and we'll see you guys back for Wizards Outlook.